Have you ever eaten an orange for lunch? Thanks to what happened one day at my grandpa's work, those two things are more related than you might expect. Let me tell you how an orange is related to a CT scanner with a story that my grandma likes to tell. This took place in 1974 when my dad and his sister were kids and my grandparents were young professionals. My grandpa was working with Dr. Robert S. Ledley in Georgetown University to develop the first full-body CT scanner. The CT scanner was to be like an X-ray machine, but that could see in 3D. There was already a version that could only scan the head, but Dr. Ledley wanted to develop a version that could do the whole body. My grandpa, and he is this guy, was working on software and electronics for the controls and sensors of the machine. Often when he went to work, my grandma was kind enough to pack him a lunch. On this day, he opened his lunch and found an orange inside. My grandparents' friends had given them fresh and flavorful homegrown oranges from Florida, but this was not one of those. My grandma had given the last of those to the kids, and she gave my grandpa one from the grocery store. On this particular day, though, lunch was definitely not the most important event. The team had just completed the first version of their machine. The next logical step was to test it, but they didn't have a sample planned. My grandpa remembered the orange that was inside of his lunch, and they decided it would make a convenient test subject. They did a scan, and it worked. They had successfully produced the first picture with the full-body CT scanner, and it was a picture of the orange from my grandpa's lunch, and an orange that my grandma didn't think was good enough to give to the kids. In the end, they continued improving their design until it eventually became the life-saving technology that it is today. Now, maybe you'll see oranges differently when you think about how my grandpa used one to test the first full-body CT scanner. Next time you peel or slice a zesty citrus, remember what my grandpa learned, that if you're ever working on a new machine or invention and you need a test subject, make sure that you check your lunch.